You're going to fire one yet? Or...
Would you like to say a few words to your fans, Michael? Anything else?
Happy to be here.
How does it feel to be meeting the royalty tonight?
Very exciting.
Sir?
Pepsi and Microsoft has outstreamed a lot of great lot of things together. But the best kinds of things we do is help disadvantaged youth. So for both of us, like I said, this Trust and Great Northern Free Hospital. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Got it. I hope so. At least Great Northern Free's getting out. Well, I asked why we did it in dollars instead of pounds, and they said, well, the dollar was rising now, so they get a little bit more. That's over here.
Someone said, why they should be.
And also, commemorate Princess Constance. It represents all three albums.
So far, this we're ahead of this. No, this is from my soul.
Lady Diana, in real truth, was one of the sweetest people I've ever known, because we could relate to each other. We share something in common with the press. I don't think they hounded anyone more than her and myself. And we had a relationship, a very good relationship, where we would call each other late at night for me, and we would, you know, just talk about just like crying each other's shoulders, how hard and difficult and how mean the tabloids can be and how they lie and twist stories around. But she came to the concert at Wembley Stadium in London, and you know, they do when the royal family comes, you have to line up and you meet the family and everything. But at some point, she called me away from the line, and I saw Prince Charles look at me, and I said, "Oh boy." She said, "I want to talk to you." So I said, "Yeah, what's happening?" She said, "Are you gonna do Dirty Diana tonight?" I said, No, I took it out of the show, out of respect for you." She said, "That's my favorite song." I said, "Are you serious?" I said, "I took it out of respect because Dirty Diana, you're in the audience." So at that point, I couldn't put it back in the show because it was too close to showtime. So I remember Prince Charles leaving the line, walking over to us, and he said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Oh, nothing," like that. So that was that story. And there's a couple of other ones, but I don't want to, you know, say too much. She was just a wonderful, warm, compassionate person. Very caring, very caring. It was real. It wasn't publicity stuff. It was real. She really cared. I'm the same way. I feel the same way that she does about children and the future of our children and the future of the world. What I usually do on my off days, I do as many hospitals as I do concerts. I do as many orphanages as I do concerts. But because it's good news, the press don't cover it. They want bad news. But I do it from my heart. I don't do it to wave a flag and say, "Look at me." We bring bags of toys and posters and albums, and you should see how it transforms these kids. They jump up and down, and they're so happy. This is Lisa Marie and myself at a hospital in Budapest, and I saw this little kid. His name was Farkas. He was very sick. He was green in the face, but he had this glow and this sparkle in his eye. I asked this nurse, what's wrong with this kid? She said that he needs a liver. So I said, "Does that mean he's gonna die?" She said, "Yes, he's gonna die unless he gets a liver." I said, "I'm not gonna let him die, this sweet, sweet angel. No matter what it takes, I'm gonna find a liver for him." So I sent my organization around the world. We went all over the place, and it took a long time. And I said, "I'm not giving up. I'm not gonna have this child die." I was so happy when I got a phone call. They told me we found the liver, and he has his life. And I'm so proud that I could help him. God bless him. I love you, Farkas.
Angelinos gathered to pay their own respects. Whenever Princess Diana came to L.A., she outshone even the most glamorous stars. And on Saturday, perhaps the only other person on the planet who is as famous made a rare public appearance.
In honor of my friend who is no longer here, thank you. I love her.
Paparazzi-hunted celebrities in the world is adding his voice to the battle against the tabloids today. Michael Jackson says he was so devastated by the death of Princess Diana that he fell back in grief and cried when he got the news. Tonight, he opens up to Barbara Walters and 2020 about his own experiences with stalking photographers. Michael Jackson has grown up in the spotlight and has been one of the paparazzi's prized targets. In an interview with Barbara Walters, he speaks out about his life under the microscope, his grief over Princess Diana's death, and his feelings towards the tabloids.
There are those who would say that you add to the attention. The way you dress, the way you look, it invites attention. You don't think that calls the paparazzi to you?
No, I don't.
Well, the masks, the mysterious behavior.
There's no mysterious behavior.
In 1987, Jackson fought back with his best tool, a song, written expressly for the press that hounded him. 10 years later, he contends nothing has changed.
There's a time when I give a concert, I like to have as many people want to come can come and enjoy the show. And there's a time where you like to be in private when you put on your pajamas, go to sleep, cut off the light, ding, and lay down. That's your private space.
Jackson tells Walters he's been running his whole life, hiding, trying to give photographers the slip, and the news of Diana's death painfully reminded him of his own life and of the cruelty he has suffered at the hands of the tabloids. And said, quote, "You should not say he's an animal. You should not say he's Jacko. I'm not Jacko, I'm Jackson. I have a heart and I have feelings, and I feel that when you do that to me, it's not nice. Don't do it. I'm not a wacko." Jackson confesses he was forced to sell his baby's photos to the tabloids to avoid being stalked by photographers, and he says he has tried to create the privacy he is unable to attain.
You go in the park. I can't go in the park, though. So I create my own park at Neverland, my own water space, my movie theater, my theme park. That's all for me to enjoy, to be private.
You can see the full Michael Jackson interview tonight on ABC's 2020.
This was not just someone we felt we knew. This was someone we did indeed know, because in every sense of the word, she touched us, and we loved her for it.
I would have loved to be in
in England, but it was a wonderful ceremony. It was very beautiful.
In honor of my friend who is no longer here. Thank you. I love her.
They went and interviewed her.